What's good, everybody? Hopefully you guys are doing good. So we are back today for another video. A lot has been going on the past couple days with the whole potential stimulus package, another check being distributed. So I got a couple articles to give you guys a breakdown so we can see what is going to happen, because if we're going to get another check, it might be a good time to start planning how you're going to spend that check. Did I say spend? I meant invest. How to invest that check. Did I say save? No, I said invest. So let's continue. Let's see what has been going down, because even though I haven't posted a video in a couple of days, I have been watching what's going down, and now I'm going to give you guys the breakdown. So this is from Fortune. 160 million Americans would get a second stimulus check as soon as August under Republican plan. And we got a nice video of our favorite president right here. Mnuchin says the stimulus bill will focus on kids and jobs. The government plans to inject at least another $1 trillion into the economy. Okay, now let's see, what's the breakdown that we have? 160 million Americans who got stimulus checks earlier this year would get another payment as soon as next month under a plan being negotiated by Steve Mnuchin and Mitch McConnell. Our proposal is the exact same provision as last time. And let's see what else we got. Okay, so that would mean, here we go. We need the breakdown. So individuals earning up to $75,000 would receive another $1,200 payment for themselves and $500 for their dependent children. Couples earning up to $150,000 would also qualify. The payment amount phased down for singles earning up to $99,000 or $198,000 as a couple. Okay, let's see. The IRS prioritized getting direct deposit information for households earlier this year, so the agency could deliver millions of electronic payments and not be slowed down by mailing paper checks. Yeah, the process was really easy, guys. Just went on the IRS website and you update your direct deposit information, and that's how you can get your check if you qualify. So, easy process. Got my check. I'm happy. Let's continue. The plan would see the U.S. Treasury shovel approximately $300 billion more into the economy in the coming weeks. The payments would arrive as unemployment claims tick up, and economists worry that households could struggle to plan and cover for expenses later in the year. Now here's something that's kind of troubling, guys. There are as many as 12 million homeless, long-term unemployed, and other very low-income individuals who haven't received their payments yet, according to an estimate from the Center on Budget and Policy Priority from June. IRS Commissioner Chuck Rettig has disputed the 12 million figure. So that's the thing. These numbers are always going to be iffy, depending on how you look at it, who got the numbers, who's in the numbers, who's not in the numbers. That's why I always say you got three types of lies. You got lies, you got damn lies, and you got stats. You can always skew the stats to favor whatever you're trying to push. It's not that hard. Alright, but it's asking the public to tell people who may be eligible who haven't received a payment to submit their bank account or address to IRS by mid-October. A House plan calls for increasing the payments for children to $1,200 and expanding the eligibility rules for several groups, including all adult dependents, and U.S. citizens who are married to immigrants. So the Democrat plan, this is where we got their plan. The proposal would require support from Democrats who have also backed another round of checks. Okay, let's see. So they want also a broader stimulus package addressing unemployment benefits, school funding, and money for local governments. It's currently being negotiated in Congress and could be approved by early August. Okay, so right now we are July 24th, so hopefully in the upcoming weeks, if something is to pass, that's when it will, and it looks more likely than not that something is going to have to pass. This is from the New York Times, which looks very favorably at Trump. About 30 million workers are collecting jobless benefits. Here's what you need to know. Roughly 1 in 5 workers are collecting unemployment benefits. The Mint has a plea for Americans to change in your coins. AMC postpones the reopening of its theaters to mid-August. AT&T reports customer defections as Americans cut back in the pandemic. A slide in big tech shares drags Wall Street lower. Twitter user count surged, but its revenue fell in the second quarter. This might be a good time to segment real quick. Twitter. I have been using Twitter a lot more frequently within the past couple weeks, trying to play with it a little bit, see how it works. I'm kind of getting the hang of it. I will put a link in my description if you are interested. If you like Twitter, go ahead and follow me. I post pretty consistently, and if you respond, I'm likely to respond back. Okay, so let's continue. Roughly 1 in 5 workers are collecting unemployment benefits. So that's the one key part. I know Democrats, they want to expand the benefits, the unemployment that they were paying about, I think $600 a week or whatever it was. They want to continue doing that. And I think Republicans are not really on board with it from what I've been reading. And the Republicans, they want the payroll tax protection stuff, and Democrats, they don't want that stuff. So some things are going to be left out, some things will be included. We got to wait and see what they decide to do, because they just don't agree on the whole premise of what they want to do with the package, and we kind of just have to sit by and see what happens. On Thursday, Labor Department reported the total number of people claiming unemployment insurance for the week ending July 4th without any seasonal adjustments equaled 31.8 million. This is a key factor, guys. Remember I told you about stats without any seasonal adjustments. I know a few people who work in industries that hired seasonal employees, and there was a lot of them that I knew. So people I talked to said, yeah, we're hiring seasonals and all this stuff. And I wonder how many people who are seasonals they're unemployed now, right? If you had a job, even if you were a seasonal employee, you're still working, bringing in income. Now they let you go. Why are you not part of the numbers? Is it because if the numbers are higher, people are going to want to sell their stocks out and not invest as much? I don't know. There's a lot to kind of look at here, but that's very concerning. Here's what I'm saying. Labor Department categorizes the claims into separate batches. So there's separate batches for what these people are in. And the numbers, they just, depending on how you want to push things, you can always skew the numbers. It's not that hard. The increase in new state jobless filings is the first since early in the bug. Initial weekly unemployment claims, both regular and those under the bug unemployment assistance program. So it's in the millions right now. Alright, Thursday, more than 1.4 million workers filed new claims for state unemployment benefits. The upturn from 1.3 in the 2 preceding weeks comes just before days an extra $600 a week jobless benefit is set to expire. So that's the one thing that these guys are trying to dispute and figure out, because this thing is going to end soon. I think it's in a week, end of the month. I'm pretty sure that that benefit expires, and the Democrats, they want to expand those benefits, and the Republicans, they want a payroll tax cut to get people back into the workforce. Depending on how you look at it, it can be good or bad. I'll let you decide. At this stage, you're seeing all the wrong elements for recovery: a deteriorating health situation, a weakening labor market, and a softening path for demand. It reflects the week that will be used by the department to calculate the June jobs data and unemployment rate. Okay, let's continue on here. And Disney, which I sold their stock a while back, I will put that video somewhere in the link in the description or when the video ends so you guys can check that out. I sold out of Disney a long time ago, and they're going to delay their release of Mulan and pushes back Star Wars and Avatar films. Like I said, guys, there's a whole lot of uncertainty right now. All these people who are producing these films, who knows how much longer they're going to have to push them back. And plus, who knows once they do open back up, to what capacity are theaters going to be able to operate? Probably not full capacity. And let's say theaters open and they are in a limited capacity. Do people really want to go to the movie theaters right now with their kids and risk potentially getting something? I mean, I don't think so. But that's just me. That's just my thoughts. We have to wait and see. But yeah, Disney, there's a whole lot that I thought was working against them. They suspended their dividend. And you know me, guys, I like companies that pay dividends. So if they suspend their dividend, I'm going to use my discretion and decide what works for me and what I'm going to do with the future of that company. That's not investing advice. Talk to your expert CPA. I got a very good CPA who helps me out. You find yourself a good CPA and decide for yourself what makes sense in your situation. Let's continue. This is from the Washington Post. White House GOP kill payroll tax cut but flounder on broader bug bill. Senate Republicans now plan to roll out the bill next week after continued fighting over numerous provisions. So yeah, these guys, but you know what? Let's give these guys credit. At least they're back from vacation, okay? Every time I read the article, it kept saying that they were on vacation. There was a recess. Next thing you know, there's going to be another break, another recess. It's just the nature of how things work. It must be nice. Okay, back on track here. The White House and Senate Republicans on Thursday failed to reach an agreement on broad bug legislative package to offer Democrats as part of negotiations, stumbling over numerous provisions as factions in the GOP bickered over the path forward. That's what I was saying. It's going to be a while till these guys can get it together. Hopefully, the sooner the better. That's what I'm hopeful for. The soonest is probably going to be August. In August, school's going to be opening up back soon. People got expenses they got to pay for. A lot of people lost their jobs. If they are going to have a new stimulus and send people out money, they need to do it sooner than later. All right, so potential economic calamity of pulling back these benefits for up to 30 million people all at once. Mnuchin suggests Congress consider a smaller bill to keep these benefits in place while they negotiate the bigger bill, but Democrats and Republicans roundly dismissed that idea immediately. Yeah, these guys, they got to come up with something. Let's see what they're going to do. I mean, the outlook doesn't look that good. Delays on Capitol Hill came amid more grim developments about the bug grip on the U.S. economy. There have been 4 million confirmed U.S. cases of the bug, far more than any other country. More than 140,000 people have been deceased, including 3,000 since Tuesday. In addition, 1.4 million people filed for unemployment benefit last week, up from 1.3 the week before. The first time there is a week-over-week increase in several months. Yeah, that's definitely not good news. And also keep in mind, they say that this is the numbers, but consider this: how many people are not showing signs of the bug, but they have the bug and they feel okay, but they still have the bug, so they can transmit it to somebody who gets the bug, and they might not react as smoothly and might, not be able to work and get sick. Again, these numbers, they can be very, very misleading. Also, now we are testing a lot more, so that's going to help to show that the cases are much, much higher than expected. So we gotta wait and see, guys. But this thing doesn't look like it's ending any soon. They thought it was gonna be a month, couple months, and then back to normal, but we are still far from normal. So House Democrats passed a $3 trillion measure in May to send Americans. We already know about that, right? So they sent the checks, and they help other cities, but the White House and Republicans delayed negotiation until recent days. Now they're saying they're gonna have some type of adjustment from what was previously pushed forward. That's why Republicans are trying to get a new package to send to the Democrats, and it's just a complete headache to try and figure out what the hell they're trying to do. No. Nancy Pelosi said, this is a package. We cannot piecemeal this. Okay. White House renewed its push for language related to the location of the FBI investigation, which appears concerned about the something about Trump in a hotel. Okay, so obviously there's always something about Trump. Let's see. Looks like that's about it from this article here. So the GOP roughly... Okay, this is good here. This is one big change that we have been seeing that has been trying to be pushed. New arrangements that pay jobless Americans roughly $200 per week instead of the $600 on top of the state benefit. In March, Congress approved an additional $600 weekly benefit for unemployed Americans, but it expires next week. Okay, so yeah, end of July is when it expires. Unemployment rate in June was 11%, down from its high several months ago, but still higher than at any point during the financial crisis. We do not want this to expire next Friday, Mnuchin said. It's not a difficult concept. You don't get paid more to stay home than you do when you have a job. Okay, so that's a good point. You don't get paid more to stay at home than you do have a job. Democrats want to extend the $600 payment through January. So yeah, I mean, that $600 per week, guys, for a lot of people that's not bad. $600 a week, that's $1,200 every 2 weeks, $2,400 a month. I don't think it's taxed. So if that's without tax, that's not bad. $2,400 a month to stay at home while you can do other stuff. I mean, that's not bad. Some people are making minimum wage, and minimum wage is a lot less than that. Maybe that $200 or $300 per week is probably close to minimum wage if you were just doing it part-time. But yeah, so that definitely is going to be the point of contention, because one side wants to have the $600, one wants the $200, but you got a week till it expires. So something has to get done either way if they're going to continue with the payments. The retreat on the payroll tax idea marked a big setback for the White House. The president is very focused on getting more money quickly to workers right now, and the payroll tax takes time, so we'll come back and look at it later. So yeah, see, the payroll tax thing is kind of what's getting put on the back burner, because right now it doesn't seem like there's much traction in it on the Democrat side. The Republicans are trying to do it, but we gotta wait and see. Maybe Trump does an executive order or something, I don't know. At this rate, it's a lot of unpredictability. We've gone in less than 10 days from Trump saying that he won't sign a bill without a payroll tax cut to the bill they're drafting not having a payroll tax cut. Moore said, there is no benefit from dumping money from helicopters into people's laps. Democrats and Republicans had already supported seeing another round of stimulus checks, and now the idea appears to be one of few areas where there is bipartisan support. Yeah, so at least the good thing is that they both have support to pass something, so we can look forward to that. Second stimulus check update, Trump drops demand for payroll tax cut as Senate prepares to unveil $1 trillion bug rescue package. So yeah, it's interesting. You gotta ask yourself, what type of pressure was Trump feeling to where that was a key part, the whole tax cut thing, payroll tax cut was, he kept on saying it and he kept on trying to push it, but something must have happened to where one side said, hey, we're not doing it, and he basically had no choice but to say, hey, if we want to pass another package, that's something that we might have to put on the side because he wants to get reelected. It's reelection season. So, okay, here we go, guys. Here's the calendar. Okay, Senate action and possible check dates. From July 20th to August 7th, they're in session. The Senate will not work past August 7th, McConnell said. Congress needs to extend extra unemployment benefit by this date before they expire. So, okay, good. July 31st, August 10th to September 7th, scheduled August recess. Guys, this is a freaking joke. They get another recess. So, okay, the next couple weeks are going to be a roller coaster. So buckle your seatbelts because these guys do not have a whole lot of time. If Congress approves new checks by August 7th, this is a likely date. The IRS could begin sending second stimulus checks based on IRS payment schedule for the first checks. So we really only have like a couple weeks, literally a couple weeks for them to figure out what they want to do. Because once they go on recess, they won't be back until September, and by then it might be too late for another check. Oh, look at this guy. So they come back August 7th. August 8th they're back. They're in session. If the Senate doesn't pass a bill by August 7th, this is the next period they'll have to work on the package. So they come back for like a month, and then they have another... Oh, they got a one-day recess. Okay, fine. Let's give them credit. They only got a one-day recess. Actually, 2 days. 28 to 20. That's 2 days. If the Senate approved new checks during the session that ends September 25th, this is a likely period the IRS could start the next round. September 30th to October 9th in session if Senate still hasn't passed a bill. This is the last chance before the general election on November 3rd. If the Senate approved new checks during the session that ends October 9th, this is a likely period the IRS could start sending the next round of checks. So it's going to be a bumpy next couple months, guys. As you can see, they have a timeline for when things need to get done. Now the question is, if they're going to get done, we're going to have to wait and see, but hopefully the sooner the better because people are going to need something. If we're going down this path of passing a stimulus and doing all this, I don't want to hear in the comments, oh, you want handouts and all this. It's not what I want. They've already decided they're going to do something. So I'm saying if they're going to do something, the sooner the better. Okay, so stimulus check 2, date confirmed, Senate vote and how much you could get. The second $1,200 check is scheduled in Senate's 8th proposal. We went over the eligibility in the previous segment of the video. And yeah, these articles are just confirming what's been said. So it looks like, oh, this is a nice picture. Look at me smiling. That's good. That's a rare picture of him smiling. He's usually looking crazy. Next stimulus bill will likely have 3 major changes. Let's see. All right, so we know about the CARES Act, the HEROES Act. Okay, here we go. So what are the 3 big changes? And then I'm going to start wrapping up this video. Lower federal unemployment benefits. So we talked about that from $600 to $200, potentially. Smaller and more targeted stimulus checks, so they might limit the requirement. They said even up to $40,000 and lower. So that's a possibility, but I doubt it. They've been saying it's not likely. Payroll tax cut, a payroll tax waiver on Social Security and Medicare tax withholdings is a one stimulus measure with President Trump's constant support. So Social Security, Medicare, it's about 7% just from that. So you add that plus your state stuff, and it could be kind of hefty depending on how you look at it. Alright guys, and the market has just opened. It is 9:35 a.m. So far they've been making a nice recovery. Let's be honest, they've recovered pretty well and slightly dipped, but nothing really major. So we're gonna have to wait and see what happens with that. And my next video, it might be about Tesla, so I'll give you guys kind of a quick preview. Investors Business Daily: Tesla stock is 28% overvalued and it's not alone, analysts say. So Tesla has been doing absolutely crazy. Quick disclaimer, I do own some Tesla stock, but not as much as I would have liked. I will discuss Tesla maybe in another video. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want a video about Tesla and give you guys a breakdown and my thoughts going forward. Alright guys, so that's going to be the next video. As always, if you're not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. And if you liked the video, don't forget to give it a like. Until next time, peace.